Okay, it is the first day of March 21, and three stocks on the main list. One of them an OTC AABB. Not really something I want to trade. I just have it there. It's been a very popular stock. I will be looking for number 5 setups again today, but I'm not too sure if there will exactly be any number 5 setups. I need to also just focus on looking for OTC breakout patterns, whether it be over like a range that it's trading in and then it just breaks out of the range. So something like this, but maybe if it wasn't at 28, it was at 46, or maybe better yet 54, then it cracks this level at 60, whatever that was, something like that. The two listed stocks is ASLN already being sold off, at least as of now. Let's look at the daily chart, kind of like blown out of this range, so I need to take this into consideration. It's traded lots of volume before, and I don't quite frankly want to short ECOR. I'm going to remove this. That does not look good. It was a percent gainer, and that's all it was. Just looks like it's getting sold off into. Doesn't have the very best looking long-term chart, and yeah, I'm just not going to trade this. Maybe ASLN if it puts off some kind of a inverse head and shoulders. The one good thing about it is that it's not completely sold off from its pre-market highs. Not completely, still a bit sold off, but not too much. This can make an inverse head and shoulders and provide a good listed stock setup. I haven't traded listed stocks in a while. It would be nice to trade one. And as for Charles Schwab, so it turns out to apply for margin, I guess I must have had an account with them early on with a bank account, because for me to get margin I had to just upload like this form with all the stuff signed on it to apply for margin and options trading, which I don't really do, but it's 2-in-1. And I called about getting their platform. I don't know how much the platform is, but I guess I'll just work towards that. The team to do the trading platform, or whatever you call it, was not there on Sunday. And yeah, just really want to stay away from calling the broker or having broker issues, because this market right now is very crazy. Customer support, I would imagine, is extremely overwhelmed, especially all the places that have free trading commissions. So I just kind of want to stay away from that at the moment. And yeah, so it's number 5 setups, although I'll be looking for OTC breakouts as well. ASLN, maybe inverse head and shoulders. If it doesn't get sold off, maybe I'll be interested in this. And that's all I got for right now. Okay, it's 9:28 a.m. Just wanted to make a very quick update. This is perhaps the 3rd or 4th day I've seen in a row where a listed stock that is up pre-market just gets sold off. Big red candle. Maybe this one won't completely play out at like 9:27, 9:28. I don't know what's the deal with this, but I'll keep observing this. It might give me the confidence I need to short these things pre-markets. And then if I don't see the 9:27, 9:28 big red candle, then I'll just get out of the position because in my uptrend. I don't know why these listed stocks are doing that, but that's, like I said, maybe the 3rd or 4th time. It's pretty interesting. Okay, it's 9:34 a.m. I did miss this number 5 setup, HPNN. I just didn't want to trade it because it wasn't really down that much. The volume was actually good, so it just wasn't down that much, and it was very quick. It dropped in 2 candlesticks, and then right here it's still bouncing, but it's, it was a very quick pattern. The main reason why I didn't get in again is just that it dropped not very much, at least as much as I wanted it to be. But I guess considering that the overall markets are up, at least with SPI, 1.5%, that might be actually very bullish, which means that these OTC stocks might not drop that much. The ones that are potentially doing a number 5 setup, that might be the case with this, but I just didn't trade it for that reason. It just wasn't dropping that much. It was maybe 11% down, and it's not like it's its first red day. If it was down 11% on its first red day, that wouldn't be as bad, but it just didn't have the best daily chart, and on top of that, again, just not really the best in terms of how low it was, and it's very quick, so I didn't trade it for that reason. I'm still looking to see if there are other ones. This might actually be one. It's actually not looking too bad. Maybe support at 21-ish if it can get there. Still plenty of people on the ask, so it might have more room to drop. I'll be interested in this one, but yeah, I didn't trade the other one for all those reasons. Okay, it's 9:41 a.m. Got in and out of the trade. I just wanted to play it safe, and I sold right here at 25. I bought at 23. It wasn't the best entry, but it wasn't the worst either. Just wanted to play it safe and sell early at 25. As you can tell, there's my 400,000 shares. TD Ameritrade was able to execute the entire position size. That is what I was most worried about, because if I wasn't able to sell the entire position size, I would have to use the flatten out button, which is a market order. I should really find out how he's where do I put in the price at. I really need to find out how to put a limit order and not just buy the ask, sell the bid. But yeah, I saw that again 25 just to be safe. This thing could still very easily continue to keep uptrending. There was a big like million share seller and he got taken out. This thing could still keep going. It's at 25 on the bid, which is where I sold, but there's a big seller there, but he might be chipped away. There's more people on the bid than the ask right there. I'll make an update and see how well this guy does. I just wanted to play it safe and get out early, just to play it safe. You know, I could still definitely be in the trade, but I just wanted to get out because I was a bit, you know, just felt like it was more than what I was risking. I traded 400,000 shares because I have a $6 million account. No, this is, I think, my first trade with a sub penny stock. Yep, this is too like, it's just, no, that's a very small position size. I'll find out how much I'm up or down. I am out of day trades with TD Ameritrade. I only had one day trade for today, and that was it, so I traded it. I need to probably, I guess, call Charles Schwab and find out about getting the trading platform, because I don't want to trade off the web platform. And apparently their software is apparently very well liked and, you know, respected. It's not like some, because I had Options Express, and I know this is going a little off topic, but I had Options Express. That was my first broker because they offered low commissions, and I traded off of their little web somewhat software platform, and it was just it worked, you know, but it wasn't that good. So I had low expectations because they're the same company. And no, apparently the software is really good, which will be fine. I'll just use it for something like this. I'm not going to use their charts or anything like that. I'm going to have to find out how much the data costs, if it does cost anything, which I'm going to guess it does cost something. Right now we're 25 by 27. You know, if I would figure out how to do limit orders, I would probably try selling like in between the bid and the ask, or maybe try selling on the ask to get a better percent gain, but I don't have that right now. I need to work towards it. Yeah, I think I played it very safe selling at 25. It's still holding though, but just seems like a slow uptrend if it continues to do it. 27 will have to break because that has been resistance. I'll see how much money I made off of this trade, and yeah, just work on probably getting that platform thing with Charles Schwab, because I literally cannot trade right now unless it's a listed stock. And I guess we'll look at the listed stocks. ICBU I was interested in as a breakout, kind of late to it, didn't trade it because I saw this nice number 5. Could you believe that? The listed stock up pre-market is being sold off. That's so sad. HPNN. This was number 5 that I didn't trade. Very nice. It seems like they would run out of volume and then just trade off of midair. This was a very nice one from 66 to 83. But if you compare IFXY to HPNN, I mean, I hope you can see the difference. Lots of red candles. Started to slowly get smaller as it gets near the bottom. Very obvious on the level 2 when the reversal was in. Just a much nicer, although HPNN is up a lot more, I think. I need to figure out the whole thing where I can put in the price that I need to not trade off and buy the bid and sell the ask so much. It's not that bad, but I could do better. Okay, it's 9:48 a.m. It says I'm up 80 bucks on that trade. Of course, let's take out commissions. I think it's $6.95, not $7.95. That's a $66 profit, and my position size was $920. Could have traded a larger position size, but I just feel comfortable trading with $1,000. It's not really like trying to make money. It's just yes, it is trying to make money, but it's also just trying to trade well, just get more experience trading. Nice number 5 pattern. I played it safe, sold at 25. Could have sold at 27 had I been more patient. Maybe because I don't know if I can even put the thing there where I can put the price somewhere. I'm gonna imagine that's a possibility. I just don't know where, but I'm gonna figure out. I can also do buy the ask and then, you know, sell the bid. I can also do sell the ask and, you know, whatever the reversal is. I don't know. I'm not really thinking right now in terms of it. Just, yeah, buy the ask, buy the bid, and then sell the bid, sell the ask. I need to have both of them. That would resolve any issues. Then I would be able to maybe sell at 26 or 27. There were plenty of chances to sell there. Yeah, I just played it safe. In this case, it actually helped out to play it safe and not actually hold on much longer. I think this is the first one where I actually traded well the exit, where, you know, most of the number 5 setups I've done, I was supposed to hold longer, but I just couldn't. This one actually turned out to be nice. Just selling where I wanted it to at 25. I played it pretty safe. And yeah, so I'm going to do the screenshots for Profitly. I don't see any other stocks that are doing a number 5. It was just those two. I guess this one was another one. NASV. I don't know how down it was. And SAV. It looks like from roughly 38 to 40, so almost 10%. I think I did exactly 10% with IFXY because I sold at 23 and 25. No, not really. Right, so I'll make the screenshots. I don't see any number 5 potential setups. We have some runners, but yeah, I'm just gonna work on those things right now. Okay, it's 9:56 a.m. I just finished doing the, you know, the screenshots for Profitly and ASL, and it just keeps getting sold off. Again, here's that 927, 928 big red candle just right before pre-market. I've seen this again and again. Somebody is making money out there just shorting these guys pre-market, having a bit of a heart acceleration at 9:30, but after that they're in the profit. That's a pretty impressive setup. I mean, just shorting these, you know, just kind of degenerate because one of them is just not going to work and squeeze like crazy. But I guess the indicator is a big red candle at 927.28. That's been the common thing for the past few days. I see BU, nothing I really want to trade. It's not really trading well. HPNN was that nice number 5 setup from 66. You got as high as 84. That's really not bad. IFXY ultimately failed right here. The first time I sold well, right here I sold just as a preventative, or whatever you want to call it, just to trade it safe. I'm gonna do that thing. I'm gonna configure it so I can add I guess here's my profit at $80, and yeah, just didn't mean to click there. Right here was the entire order thing. It worked. You know, nice setup. Could have traded it better. I'm gonna add a buy the ask, buy the bid, sell the bid, sell the ask. I hope I don't get confused with it, but that's what I'm gonna do right now. I don't see any setups I really want to trade. We do have some nice runners like CWSFF. It's a nice, I would call it a second day. Although I can't really trade this because this is a foreign stock, so it's gonna be a $15 fee with TD immediate trade, or I think with Schwab is like $60, so that's dangerous. ASTI, it's interesting. I'm just looking at the stocks up the most. SPO and an F seems like another one up a lot, although I don't like this one either. TSMP changed and now it has a D. I forgot what that meant. I think it's because they're late at some kind of filing. I forgot, but right, just no setups right now. Just keep looking. I'll mess around, try to configure the thing with TD immediate trade. Maybe call Schwab to see if I can get access to the trading platform. No commissions there with Schwab. Don't know how good the executions are. Can't trade foreign stocks there either. All because Interactive Brokers has a 100 trade minimum before I can do OTCs. That's on them. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. Okay, I actually consider this one for number 5, but it's okay if I miss this one, but 2 does not break. 2 does not, it hasn't broken. It might break eventually, but it's been holding well enough for me to not be interested in it. It still might work, but there was a lot of people selling at 2 cents. This is, ladies and gentlemen, learn level 2. If you don't have level 2, you just see, you know, oh, it's about to break out right there, 2 cents. You don't see the time in sales. You don't see how many shares are being executed. You don't see that 2 cents is holding. It's not a lack of volume, it's a lack of ability to break past it. At least right now it could still do it. And then we have another one at 203. Another guy jumped in at 2. That might be his real size now. Nope, somebody tried to fill in the exact same size, 66,000. This thing could still do it, but there was a lot of people selling their ass. Sorry for swearing on the ask. Let's see if it cracks it. People are hungry to break past 2 cents. Look at all the people on the bid. I don't want to trade this stock anymore just because, I mean, it could still work out, but just because there's so many people here at 2 cents, what if, you know, there might be more at 21 and 22. Somebody actually jumped in on the ask. Could you believe that? This thing could keep dropping. All the people who bought at 2 is now trying to sell probably at 19. And then the ask is jumping right in. The ask is like, let me get out. Now at 18. That was a very, very, very nice number 5 that failed. I hope everybody who's watching this could learn a little more about level 2, or just to recap all the basics. Very important. All the people there on the ask, it only showed, I forgot the size, but clearly I had a lot of shares to sell at 2 cents. SAMP continues to drop. This was alerted in the chat room. Pretty impressive. I'll make an update, but this could be max panic and then the setup will work out. But yeah, that was very impressive. Okay, it's 10:07 a.m. In theory, if I was a little more risk tolerant, I would consider a buy, but I'm not gonna do it, even though this one can work out, just because 2 just might have a lot more shares to sell. prevent number 5 from working out. This thing could be down more on the day too. It's only down like 8%. The setup could play out. It's just too risky, at least for me, to want to trade it. And if we get rid of extended hours here, this thing is known to do a bunch of fake out number 5. So here's kind of like one it did here from, what is that, 18 to 20. Yeah, 20 dropped again, and then I don't know if this was real, and then it dropped again, then it had this, and then it dropped again. Spike drops. So it could do a bunch of fake number 5s. Eventually I'll do a real one, of course, because it went from 15 to 20 ultimately, but I don't think it's worth my risk. There could be a lot more people selling at 2, or I guess I'll call it 20 since this is 19, and it could still work out as well. I just don't like it, so for that reason I'm not going to trade this one, but that's very interesting. HPN, I wouldn't be holding this anymore, but again, this was another nice number 5. ASLN keeps getting sold off. ICBU doing nothing. IFXY is at 22. Very nice, playing it safe. They're selling at 25. So yeah, just not going to trade. Where is it? I don't even know the name of this stock. Crap, I guess I'll go back. I think it was SAMP. This thing could work out eventually. I'll watch it, but you know, I'm not gonna trade it. Okay, it's 10:14. If I'm not gonna trade this, I'm just gonna watch it and make just provide some commentary. This thing just shot a big ass order, just went through, excuse my language, just a big order just went through and just wiped out this million share seller at the ask and just wiped them out. It looks like the number 5 pattern is on now after a few fake outs. I could in theory be buying this, but just don't want to. I'm just gonna play it safe, although if I had to guess now, it's gonna actually play out the number 5. I'm just worried about people selling at 2 or 20. We're at 20 now at the ask. Look at how quickly it bounces now that it's not being choked, but it might choke here actually. Somebody jumped in at 19.6, 19.4, so we're getting reinforcements on the bid. That was a quick spike. I don't think a lot of people were able to catch that besides those who were buying. Well, no, well, of course, but what I mean to say is that the spike was so quick, I think a lot of people who were just watching it did not get into that. Still a lot of people selling at 2 or 20. I know it's a sub penny stock, but I'm not gonna call it, you know, 2/10 of a penny. That's stupid. It looks like it might try another fake out. You know, it doesn't have to go up. It doesn't have to do a number 5 setup, but this one tends to do it eventually after being choppy for a while. We'll see if 2 ever breaks. I'll make an update later, but probably no more trades today, but I'll keep looking. Okay, it's 10:24 a.m. Just a this might be the last one. Just a quick recap. IFXY I bought at 23, sold at 25, played it safe. This one didn't actually bounce back. Pretty impressive though. I mean, it did have a bounce, but you know, it didn't do much better. AABB actually did a number 5 setup. I just didn't see this one happen. When it happened, it went from I guess if you count the wick here, 25.17 to 28, so that's really not that bad. ICBU, I just didn't see this, otherwise I would have likely have bought this. I just wasn't looking at this stock when it did this. I would have definitely have bought. Just a nice intraday breakout over this 82 level, give or take. Kind of broke past it, dropped here, then came back, kind of held itself together. That was a confirmed breakout. 83, now at 91. This is a nice setup, nice breakout. I just didn't see it again, and I would have traded with my Schwab accounts. I configured the bid and ask, but I just got rid of it. I think I'll just stick with this. Buy the ask, sell the bid. It's very simple. quantity, and I got rid of the buttons because I'm not really trading those small sizes of 1, 2, 3, 1,000 shares. If I was trading listed stocks, I would have used those, but not the case with this. And the cancel, flatten out, all of these are auto send. I don't want something asking me, are you sure you want to buy? Are you sure you want to sell? Like that's why I'm entering the trade, man. So yeah, just like a nice breakout here. Didn't see it. I might make another update if there's any other setups. I don't see any other stocks doing a number 5 or a drop. It will be kind of late as well into the pattern. Not too late, of course, but you know, the sooner the better. I don't see any other ones doing it. I don't see any breakouts either, although QPRC might do one. I don't really like the volume too much, but this thing could crack 49, maybe do an uptrend. I just don't like the volume there. ASTI is up a bunch. This one's actually really close to doing it. I might be just too scared for this one, but this one in theory could do an intraday breakout. It's not really as nice as the other one, which was ICBU, because this one's more of an all-time high breakouts, and this one with ASTI isn't really the case. I did not type that. ASTI is not really like at the top of the range, although this could be a very nice breakout here. I guess I'll make an update with this. I might even try trading it, but maybe not, just because I haven't really seen these too often enough for me to want to trade them. But this is in theory an intraday breakout. The problem is that it's down a lot when you look at a 30-day chart. Okay, it's 11:12 a.m. I'm gonna call it off. I've not really been in and out. I've been in and out, not really looking at the market too much since the last recording. Although I did miss this ASTI breakout at 48. Very nice. Just a very small hiccup here from, what is it, 51-ish to 50. Not a very big hiccup. Had a very nice run after this breakout, 48 to 65. I just missed out, or I guess 64.8. I just didn't see it when it did the breakout. That's totally fine. I just have to get better at that, I guess. AABB again was at number 5. HPNN number 5, although this one didn't really have much volume. It kind of skipped, kind of jumped in the air. ICBU, it's a nice uptrend. Kind of broke out of this range right here. This one's pretty nice too, because it broke out of this range. I missed it too. IFXY was this number 5 I traded very safely. Bought at 23, sold at 25. SAMP never really did the number 5, although it might do one later. It might start putting up higher lows and then uptrend all the way towards the end of the day, but those are sketchy to hold for, if you ask me. At least for me, they're sketchy. So yeah, just gonna call it off. I had one good trade here with not SAMP, with IFXY. I think it was $80 flat, and then after commissions maybe 60 something bucks, which is fine. I could have traded it just a little better had I have been able to maybe manually enter a price. Again, I might go back and adjust the TD immediate trade thing. I'll have to call Charles Schwab about getting the platform so I can trade with the platform, have a nice order entry thing right here, so that way I can trade off of that and not necessarily off the web platform. Apparently the software is good. I might have to pay for data. I only need level 1. I don't know if they include OTCs, but I'll figure that out. Anyway, just a good trading day. It's actually it's actually my birthday, but I have a lot of work to do now, and pretty impressive trade opportunities, especially with that AITX, or was it ASTI? I don't remember. Yeah, it was ASTI. Very nice breakout here. So yeah, I'm just gonna call it off. Pretty good